knows he's in a bad movie, so he's not trying. But it's not like the Jonathan Rhys Meyers, I'm going to overact the shit out of this, or what's his name? Who played Scar in Lion King? Jeremy Irons. Yeah, Jeremy Irons, whenever he was in Dungeons and Dragons and just feel your rage.
What the hell was that?
Jeremy, how much coke did you do today? I just out of his teeth trying to escape from his forehead. Dungeons and Dragons is a massive piece of shit, but it's fun. Oh, but yeah, this movie... most of it is set in the Lilliputian. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's pretty much the little people.
Yeah, the Lilliputian.
Yeah, Lilliputian land. I don't know if that's how the original story goes. I haven't read Gulliver's Travels since I was 7.
Yeah, I know the little people are called the Lilliputians.
Yeah.
I know that one poetry thing that you had me watch, the beat poetry thing.
Oh, Def Jam poetry.
Yeah, Def Jam. You know, one lady made reference to a Lilliputian.
Mm-hmm.
Also made reference to a Sisyphean struggle. It's like, I see some big words. And nice literary references.
Yeah, but then Gulliver's Travel, really, the book sort of has a semi-anti-war message in a way. But since this was made for 3-year-olds, they straight up say, war is bad. And they don't go into anything about why conflicts actually happen or anything, because, oh yeah, this is made for 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds or anything. This is made for fucking idiots. Because just nobody is going to sit there and like it or enjoy it or anything, because it's just got stupid shit happening. Mm-hmm. So yeah, fuck Gulliver's Travels. Don't watch it. It's bad, but the reason why it's not any higher is simply because there's a lot worse in front of it. So, what about your number 5?
My number 5, That Darn Cat. Another movie I had occasion to rewatch recently.
I have never seen That Darn Cat.
Actually, there was one came out in the 60s, but I'm talking about the remake with Christina Ricci and Dougie Doug and all that from the 90s. It really dumb. I actually kind of liked it when I was a kid. It's just
a really kid movie.
Yeah, it's very convoluted premise. This lady, she works for this wealthy couple. She gets kidnapped because the kidnappers mistake her for the wealthy guy's wife, and they demand this ransom, but come to find out they're not as wealthy as they used to be. They're starting to run out of money. And on top of that, Christina Ricci's cat wanders around at night and just happens to have found the lady who was kidnapped, and she wrote help, or at least she tried to write help. She got kind of interrupted on her watch and put it around the cat's neck, which was then found by Christina Ricci, who took it to the cops, Dougie Doug. And basically the whole movie is them trying to follow
the cat
and trying to see, like, okay, where did this cat come across? And the whole time Christina Ricci is thinking that her town she lives in is like so boring and so normal. It's just,
it sounds like a shitty version of The Big Hit with Marky Mark.
And then kind of find out the residents are a lot weirder than they let on. Like, local butcher, this one lady likes to dress up kind of sexy and dance in front of a mirror in her butcher shop and leave little packages of meat for one of the cops in the town.
She actually Miss Mate.
Played by Tom Wilson, Biff from the Back to the Future movies. So, yeah, really weird, really dumb movie.
I didn't know it was based on a book.
Yeah, come to find out it is. Well, actually, it's a remake of a movie that was
based on a book. Well, still.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that darn movie.
Yeah, really, really dumb. Yeah.
My pun again. Oh, my number 4. Blood and Chocolate. I know everybody forgot about this movie because I forgot about it until I found it at a dollar store one day. I was like, hey, why not? Ooh, boy. It was considered like just straight up werewolf version of Underworld, minus the vampires, of course. Wow, it's not. It's actually Twilight with just werewolves. The only switch is just it's a woman who's the one going after the guy, in a way. But like she doesn't want him, so instead they just kind of look at each other and always look like they're really bored until they just start kissing for no reason, and then you go, wait, why is this movie on? It's not a good werewolf movie. There's not a whole lot of really good ones lately. But on top of everything, it's just a very, very poorly acted movie, poorly directed movie. It's done from the same people as the Underworld movie, but it's like them trying to just do a straight up romance. And because of that, it is very, very, very overly dramatic. Like, everything has gravity that everybody says. Because I expect some guy to say, I farted. And it was a plot point, probably. And they try to act like everything's fucking important in it. And because of that, this movie's just, it comes off really melodramatic in a bad way. Sorry. Just kicking crap out of Megan here. Yeah, it's bad. I watched it once. I did a review for it way back when.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If y'all want to try and look up my live journal stuff, I'm pretty sure the review's still up there. It's not a good movie in the very least.
Yes.
You're welcome. So I really don't even want to keep talking about it. Just mostly one, because I can't remember it 100%, but I do remember it being a massive piece of shit. And I remember, oh yeah, there's that happened. Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, if you want Twilight with just werewolves and minus all that vampire shit, that was so fun. There you go. So that's the plus I can say. It doesn't have vampires in it, like Twilight. Oh, what about your number 4?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That's based on a book.
Yeah, it's based on like sort of a self-help kind of book.
Oh, sort of like how What to Expect When You're Expecting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's neat.
Well, what I'm saying is not really a self-help book. It's more of a kind of a parody of self-help books, or I don't know. I don't know much about the book. I just know it's based on a book.
Yeah. Movie's not all that good. I know that much.
Yeah, it's like Kate Hudson's so annoying in it, and like,
I love Matthew McConaughey. I can't hate it too much just because I love him.
It's telling me that he was actually in Angels in the Outfield. It's like,
I can tell you which part of the outfield he played. He played the rat. If he played actually right field, I would laugh. It's like, Matthew, we're going to put you in the outfield. Alright. Oh, you want to play right? Alright. It's like, Matthew, which part you want to play? Left, center, right?
shut up.
Well,
yeah, Kate Hudson's just kind of annoying in the movie. She and Matthew McConaughey, oh my god, it's one of those stupid, like, romantic comedy cliches that, it's like, I don't know why it's a cliche, it's really stupid. Of where, it's like, oh, turns out they're both doing articles on each other, and they both find out and get pissed at each other, and, like, big misunderstanding type thing. It's like,
because
just shut up.
Every movie has to have that. At least, I will say, it's not as bad as The Backup Plan, where there are 3 times that happens throughout the movie. They break up, get back together. Break up, get back together. Break up, finally at the end of the movie, get back together. It's like, oh my god. What the hell, people? Seriously, just stop.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't like that movie all that much either, but I will say Matthew McConaughey is charming as hell in it, but that's just because of Matthew McConaughey. You know, he's just, you know...
Yeah, he's kind of funny, like, trying to put up with Kate Hudson, like, redecorating the apartment, like...
I can't call it something like that. I'm talking about his dick. I just call him Little Matthew. I love Matthew McConaughey.
Gee, I couldn't tell.
He's so funny. I want to meet him in person. I should go drive down Osage. Matthew, I want to talk to you for like 5 seconds. Just want to talk.
So what's your number 3?
Oh, the motherfucking Grinch who stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Oh God, was that just a massive steaming pile of dog shit?
I like that movie. I have that movie.
Just because you like it don't make it good. I like Battlefield Earth and I know it's a giant turd. Oh, there's not... But here's the thing. Unlike Battlefield Earth, unlike these other movies, the reason why this one's even higher, it's based on a children's book and it really doesn't have any reason it needs to be very long. It's a nearly 2-hour long movie. There's no need for that. There's no comedy anywhere. Most of Jim Carrey's stuff is just him mugging the whole time. And yes, Jim Carrey's mugging can be fun, but it needs to be interspersed with some actually good jokes. So the mugging kind of can be, I can deal with your mugging. But no, we get lame jokes. We get some extreme sexual innuendo, which doesn't fit the tone of this movie at all. We have to get a backstory to the Grinch because that was needed as well. And on top of everything, everybody's just ugly. And I don't just mean in like they don't look good. I mean in the fact that they are, just these mean-spirited people. I mean, just nobody is nice to anybody. Except for at the very fucking end. And even then, they aren't nice until Cindy Lou Who even says like, hey, you're all guys being dicks. It's like, thanks. Nice to know that we destroyed the original moral of the original story by the fact that Who's all banded together regardless of them losing all the presents and everything. Instead, here we make it to where the Who's are all superficial assholes. So why does the Grinch heart grow 3 times its size? He has no reason to.
When they finally put aside their superficiality.
But it takes that and it takes somebody to do it. The Grinch didn't need that in the original. That's what made the original cartoon so memorable. They put it aside right away anyway. The superficiality wasn't even there really. Really, the decorations were there just to decorate. They weren't there for anything else. Here, they were there because people wouldn't care about it unless they were there. I mean, it says a lot about the fact that...
Well, Ron Howard's trying to establish this materialistic society where, in the end, they realize, okay, this is not what Christmas is all about. Christmas is all about...
But that's the thing. It's not supposed to teach the Who's. It's supposed to teach the Grinch. That was the idea, it was supposed to teach the audience. Grinch. But we're teaching the fucking characters because they're too stupid and idiotic to figure it out themselves. That ruins the point of the story. It completely misses the point. That'd be like if Free Willy ended with the whale getting chopped into sushi. There we go, kids. Blubber.
Thank you for that image, honey.
You're welcome. It's a very, very, very bad movie. And the worst thing is that people try to say, it's a good classic. No, it's not. It's about
classic, but I like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's god-awful.
It's a good movie.
One of the worst adaptations of it.
You just have no taste.
Okay, Mrs. I like this movie. What's your number 3, though?
Number 3, The Walk to Remember. A few Nicholas Sparks books or movies I've actually seen.
It's called A Walk to Remember?
A Walk to Remember?
Yeah, you said The Walk to Remember. That's why I was like a little confused on.
I think I said Anyway, it doesn't really, really matter. As long as I got walk to and remember.
Not to speak about some of my exes or anything, but one of my exes showed this movie to me when I first actually saw it. Oh my god, that was almost the reason enough just to leave her. This is such a boring movie. Mm-hmm. And on top of everything, it's got the same issues that most other romantic comedies have, though this one misses one thing.
It's not really I would say, not really a romantic comedy. It's just more of a romance, girls' night in, tearjerker, like The Notebook or something. Not that I've seen that,
I have. Notebook's not good.
People like to make a big deal about that, especially people in my particular gender.
Well, see, here's the reason why I say that romantic comedy works a lot better than just a straight-up romance in this sense. Because we need some of that levity. We need something to laugh at. That's what makes Steel Magnolia such a classic. Even though technically it's not romance, it's still got comedy. It's got levity. That's the reason why people fail to understand the reason why, you just want superheroes to be silly whenever. I'm sorry, I'm going to get on the tangent. I'm very sorry. But when it comes to talking about Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, the reason why we want levity. Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan had one of the greatest levity moments that was in a movie that's fucking just disheartening and kills your spirit as can be. It's actually two. Whenever Tom Hanks is talking to Tom Sizemore about Viparzio, the one guy who said he would walk around on his hands and he would pee on everybody's back or packs and everything. He'd pee a V for victory and also his name. When they're in the church, when they first think they come across Private Ryan. But whenever he's doing it, it's a great, funny moment. You get just really some real humanity from them. And also when Matt Damon is talking about one of the last times he's around his brothers, which was just awesome, completely ad-lib.
I was going to say, totally improvised.
Yeah, he just thought it up, I guess. Or maybe he remembered it from some of his friends or something. It was hilarious. It was fun. Especially considering that next big battle scene is, oh dear God, everybody fucking dies. So, there's two people that are alive still. But yeah.
Also, who doesn't like to laugh?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's and that's the reason why I can't get behind movies like A Walk to Remember, The Notebook, and shit like that, because there's not a lot of levity.
And it's there's one thing to watch a movie, if you're wanting a good cry, but there are much better, more entertaining movies to do it. Steel Magnolias, for instance, like you already mentioned.
Marley and Me.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
I will say, if you do not cry at the end of Marley and Me, you're a soulless human being, or you're a redhead. One of them two.
Oh my God. Ori. Yes, I'm ignoring that joke. Ori. Oh my God, the beginning. Oh my God, it's so sad.
And it's a beautiful movie, though I will say, some things do kind of make me chuckle here and there. But not from the beginning, no. But at the beginning, actually, was kind of cute. And
but still like how I put that in grinding my pancakes.
Yeah.
I was having pancakes. We were having Denny's, and he showed that to me and made me cry. But I was crying on my pancakes.
Yeah, Walk to Remember fails in the fact that it's not really.
It's boring. It's got a dumbass premise.
Yeah, you just don't care really that much about these characters.
Yeah, it's the guy's a prick, but then he gets to know Manny more, and suddenly becomes a decent guy, and finds out that she's dying of cancer and decides to marry her and help her do some of her things on her bucket list, and then she dies, and
yeah, we're supposed to care. And I know they're they had this thing. Here's the thing. Again, another movie that it was fucking traumatic, Titanic, and it had some great levity. And they also had great character bits where you actually really kind of could understand these people falling in love. And this is why would they? Why do we really care about them?
He's a prick. It's why would she be attracted to him?
I mean, some women are attracted to assholes, But I mean, come on. It's he's a major dick throughout most till the last 10 minutes as he finally redeemed himself. And even then, it feels very forced in terms of redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walk to Remember is a terrible movie. It just didn't make my list because, oh boy, were there a lot of shittier things. Alright, my number 2. Oh, am I going to get some flack for this? But hey, I gotta start something.
Twilight?
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix was one of the worst book adaptations. It was one of the worst Harry Potter films. And I still don't know why people like this series. First off, this has all the trappings of a bad book adaptation. You have to read the book to understand certain bits of it, because otherwise, Harry's dad looks like a major dick just for being a dick, and you wonder why his mom cared.
What do you need explaining?
Why is his dad a dick?
He's that way in the book. Harry's shocked to see his memory, to see that James was kind of a dick to
and his
Snape.
mom seemed like, hello.
No, in the...
Again, in the movie, she's...
No, in the movie, I think
She
kind of tells James he's a prick. I know in the book she tells him that he's a prick.
No, she's kind of...
Yeah,
she has almost no reaction.
Yeah, she tells him he's a prick, and she tries to comfort Snape later, because they actually were friends before they came to Hogwarts. And...
in the book, they did that. That didn't happen in the movie.
Yeah, it's like, tries to comfort him, and he calls her a mudblood. And she's like, well, that does it. See ya.
Yeah, and we don't see that. It's not there. We just see Snape being treated like shit.
Yeah.
That's all we see. We don't get any of this behind the scenes stuff. We also don't get why the Asian girl, why she turned on Harry and
Cho?
Yeah. Though you learned in the book, it's because she actually was getting tortured.
It's actually not Cho. It's actually her damn friend, Marietta Edgecombe. Because Marietta did not approve of the whole Dumbledore's army thing and, like, went squealed.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We didn't see that. We saw this.
Yeah,
Instead, she's like, eh.
Yeah, for some reason they decided to use Cho for some reason. And the thing is, the reason why she told is because a truth potion.
That's stupid.
Yeah, who's it? What's it?
I don't know. I don't care. I hate this series.
Umbridge, that's...
First book, first movie, terrible acting, really god-awful effects even for the time. Second movie, same issues. Third movie, dear God, what even happened in this book or movie? Nothing felt like it happened. Fourth movie, hey, this has a good trailer. Oh my God, what are you doing? There's 3 minutes of actually anything happening, the rest of it's Fifth movie, worst movie of them all. Sixth movie, will the camera sit still for 5 seconds? Seventh movie, dear God, can we cut that out?
Movie instead.
It was terrible, but it's not as bad as this one, because at least with that movie, I didn't need to read a book. This movie, I had to read a book just so I could try and understand it. But I wasn't going to read the Harry Potter books. First one was terrible. Not going to read anymore. It's like, I read the first Twilight book. It was one of the worst books I've ever read. Why am I going to read more of them? But with this movie, it's like you can't make a movie where you have required reading. We've already established that you can't do that. That makes for a poor movie.
You don't really need to read the book in order to understand
But I didn't understand half what was going on throughout this. And I've seen all 4 movies before this. I didn't get half what was going on.
And you weren't paying attention.
I was paying attention. I was sitting there. I paid for tickets to watch this pile of shit. And I'm sitting there going...
Was I with you?
Yeah. I was sitting there going, what is going on? I have no idea what's happening.
I don't think I was with you.
Yeah, we went to go see it, was in 2007 or so.
I don't believe
Or it might have been, 2007, 2006. I can't remember exactly when it came out. But this is just a movie that doesn't know what to do. So we get little bits of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And it feels like nothing happens till the very end. Like every other Harry Potter book. And every other Harry Potter movie. Because trust me...
You can't really say much about the books. You've only read the first book. So
I'm pretty sure if they are adapting very closely, though they didn't adapt very closely with the 5th one because they're barely in that book in there from seems of it. Because even you complained in it that there was a lot of problems because they took out a lot from the book that explained things.
One of my complaints is that there were some things that were changed or taken out or were just kind of shortened. I guess just for the sake of shortening it. Like the whole thing with the Weasleys suddenly leaving school because of Umbridge. Because they got fed up with her.
Yeah, it's because Harry's rich and he gives them money to open up their own joke shop.
Yeah, it's like they get fed up with her, but in the books, like there's this whole campaign against her trying to prank her, and then finally they just get so fed up with her, it's like, edit, see ya.
And again, that's something that's cut out of the movie where it's like, okay, or it's shortened to just a little like 3-second scene that's randomly there. And it comes the fuck out of left field, and it's like, what just happened? For somebody who doesn't read the books, if anybody just watches the movies, they're not going to know what's going on. Like me, I didn't know what was going on throughout this movie. Happening. I'm sitting.
You didn't fall asleep.
I'm sure I didn't fall asleep because I'm sitting there having to write notes just so I can sit there and draw a Venn diagram so I can figure out where this connects with this, why this scene even exists. You know, I'm sitting there throughout this movie just like, wow, this is really confusing. The seventh one's sin is that it's boring. The seventh movie's biggest problem is
it's... action, mostly just talking.
Oh, it's not even talking. It's just... It's because talking implies that there's substance to it. It is literally if somebody was just on screen going for 2 hours. Literally, they could have made that one movie by taking the first 5 minutes of Deathly Hallows Part 1, bam, put it with Deathly Hallows Part 2. Bam, I just saved you 4 hours. Because you don't need Part 1. But this one, you need a book just so you can follow this. And then you need another book. And then this book. Because otherwise, you don't know what's going on throughout this movie. It's bad. I still don't know what happened in this movie. I'm like, I think people fought. Like whenever...
Yeah, I want to say one big complaint I have about Order of the Phoenix is that it's like really dark. It's like, who turned out the lights?
It's not as bad as... Half-Blood Prince. Half-Blood Prince is all but impossible to watch.
One scene where, like they're chasing someone into a field and like you can't really see what's going on. It's like everything's kind of up close and like there's no lights.
Also, doesn't help the camera's like.
Yeah. It's like what the hell's going on? It's like who?
All right, who let Michael J. Fox on the camera again? Damn it!
It's like, did we get the same guy who directed the third Star Trek movie?
Oh, yeah. Jeremy Lin, I think is his name. No, Jeremy Lin's the guy from Basketball Guy. He's from Fast and Furious movies. It's like, light, just turn on the light. Just, yeah, Aziz, light! Bang. But yeah, this movie, it's bad because I have to read something to understand it. Then I gotta read 2 other things just so I can understand what was happening in that one thing. And also, again, it doesn't help. I don't like this series. But whenever Sirius Black dies, I didn't give a shit. In fact, here's the thing. Where was he else in this movie except for that just little bitty part at the beginning? Of Warrior of the Phoenix. Beyond Prisoner of Azkaban, where he was in it for a second, then there's this movie, and then he dies. Like, alright, well, what was his point?
That's how it kind of is in the book.
That's terrible.
If it makes you any better.
But from what I've heard, he's also in more of Goblet of Fire. Again, I have to read more just so I can understand shit.
It's like, he's kind of in the movie of Goblet of Fire, but not as much as he is in the book, because Harry keeps meeting with him to ask him about, like, well, what do you think about,
this happening?
Yeah, I was like, what do you think of my chances with, this one, this one thing I'm having to do?
Yeah, it's not a good movie series, and this is the worst of the series. That's the bad thing about it. This is the worst movie. I mean, in fact, here's the thing. A lot of people agree with that. A lot of people say Order of the Phoenix is probably the worst of the series. It also doesn't help that it was kind of the middle book, nearly.
The 6th or the 7th book, I think I would say, or movie. 6th or 7th book.
Movie.
I keep saying that. 6th or 7th movie. I think is the worst.
This one's the worst. A lot of people even saying I would have to agree with them. It's a terrible movie.
I just said the book, I think, was the most terrible.
And that's also the other thing is that even Harry Potter fans don't much care for this. They're like, it's the redhead stepchild. There's a reason why we ignore this one a lot, as they say. But hey, what's your number 2?
Number 2, and I'm not going to get flack for this, I know. For those that have heard of this movie, North.
I've heard of it. I've never seen North.
I saw it when I was a kid. I enjoyed it. Another one of those movies I happened to catch on TV in my adult years. It's like, why the hell did I like this movie? This movie's freaking stupid.
Well, what did you expect? It's a young Elijah Wood and Bruce Willis in a bunny costume.
He only had a bunny costume for a little bit. But he keeps stalking Elijah Wood. It's like,
And the adult?
I don't know why I find it so funny.
Take a swig of Elijah Wood. Anybody else fucking seen this shit, man? Oh, the acid kicked in. Oh, I'm tripping.
Shush. Okay, for those who have not heard of this movie or have never seen it, let me tell you the premise. Elijah Wood, little kid, he feels ignored by his parents, played by Jason Alexander and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yes, Elaine and Costanza from Seinfeld. He feels ignored by them and decides to divorce his parents.
See, it's just because his dad was eating a candy bar with a fork and knife. Seinfeld joke for you folks. I like Seinfeld, actually. It's a terrible, dopey show. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, he divorces his parents, and the court gives him until, let's say, Labor Day weekend, or Memorial Day weekend, something like that, to find another family to replace his parents. Otherwise, he goes into an orphanage. So, you know, he gets all these offers because the case is very well publicized. And so he goes around the world, well, at least around the country, meeting all these different families. And
this is my real family. Here's my Eskimo family.
you know, like trying to, well, he actually does meet some Eskimos.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, so he goes to Texas, meets Dan Aykroyd and Reba McEntire, and they sing.
Guys, you know who I think of when it comes to being Texas? I think of Dan Aykroyd, who if I'm not mistaken, from Chicago.
Yeah, and Reba McEntire is actually from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, to be fair, everybody in Hollywood thinks all of a sudden they're saying this thing. We all talk like this. Never mind the fact that Texas people, we tend to have a long, drawn-out drawl, and we speak a little slowly. Georgia people, they all talk like this, and they all sound like me. They sound like banjos playing.
Well, there are some exceptions. I tend to talk fast because I'm used to being interrupted. It's like, let me get out what I'm trying to say.
To be fair, you talk fast and you spush everything all together. I don't know what spush is, but it's a word now. Spush, the new word.
But yeah, he goes to Texas and meets Dan Aykroyd and Reba McEntire. He goes to Hawaii, and the governor's wanting to make him a poster child and show his butt crack to everyone to increase tourism. He has a problem with that, obviously.
Child porn, everyone.
And yeah, in Texas they're wanting him to replace their dead son, trying to fatten him up like their other son. Goes to Alaska, meets...
Eskimos.
Yeah, he meets Kathy Bates, and I can't remember the guy's name. Abe Vigoda is also plays, I think, Kathy Bates is the dad.
Or Abe.
Yeah, he gets sent on this little ice thing. Ice... What the little thing? The hell's
The little ice thing that does this.
Well, supposedly it's a tradition among Eskimos, like when, like elders, when they no longer useful, they go onto the ice and let themselves die, let nature take its course.
I don't know, you've almost smacked me in the face about 12 times. It's like...
But yeah, he goes all over and eventually even meets like the perfect family played by John Ritter, Faith Ford, I want to say, and a very, very young Scarlett Johansson.
I don't know, I haven't seen North since I was 5.
Yeah, and everywhere he goes, he keeps running into Bruce
Bitches
Willis.
always know. Charlie Sheen's got it. We need that. He loves the show.
Seriously, you can quote that shitty song at me.
Yeah.
That piece of shit song. Seriously.
Yeah.
Hate those guys.
You like 2 songs from him, though. It's that part. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm sorry.
Not a very safe thing to do around me. But yeah, everywhere he goes, he's running into Bruce Willis. Like, hey, don't I know you? No. And Bruce Willis gives him some kind of advice, like, well, if you don't like it here, go back home. And meanwhile, there's a subplot with this little kid and I'll say John Lovitz, where they, like, because of North, they struck a blow for kids' rights. They're getting their parents to do whatever the hell they want them to do. And if North goes back to his parents, which is what he's wanting to do, then it'll all be for nothing. Their parents will stop doing what the kids want because there's no longer a threat of divorcing them, like North did. And
though actually nowadays we actually do have something called that's emancipation from your parents.
Yeah, but it's a really difficult process from what I hear. It's like you have to
prove that you can be.
Yeah, you have to establish your own residence and prove to the courts that you can be independent. And
Usually can't do it unless you're a teenager.
yeah, and also you have to have
Sorry, kitties.
so much money in order to pay for all like the paperwork and.
Paperwork's usually not hard. It's the court fees that are the expensive part. Yeah, just let everybody know. I used to work in the courts, so I will tell you, paperwork usually is not super expensive. Like your divorces are and all that, maybe $100 at most. The most expensive paperwork I think was expungements, which is where you get a record completely wiped from it. That's not expensive. The lawyer and the fees is always what kills you. So hey, there's that. Little court tidbits for y'all.
Yeah, but really dumb, and everything's just really. It's like I said, I was just watching. It's like, why did I like this movie when I was a kid? I was kind of a dumb kid. Not a word.
I was a dumb kid too. I liked Drop Dead Fred when I was a kid.
So did I.
Drop Dead Fred sucks.
Yes.
I watched the other day and went, holy shit, what am I watching?
I wonder, is that based on a book? I want to say
it is, but I don't know.
Yeah. We could have included that.
No, not considering what my number one is. Yes, everybody guessed it. It's a Twilight movie. But like I said, I only included one, and I had 5 to choose from. So you are done with North, right? Because I'm about to lose it.
Yeah, I've said my piece. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not
hold up well
it.
if you're not a kid. So take it away, honey.
Twilight, the first movie, was not good. Because first off, it was the spawn of Satan. It spawned forth these 4 movies, or 4 next movies.
So would they be the grand spawns of Satan?
Possibly. Yes, it wasn't a very good movie. It was a very poorly put together film. It's not very interesting. And on top of everything, it doesn't build for very good characters. And it's creepy. There's a lot of creepiness in Twilight. I'm 100-some years old and I want this 17-year-old. No, she's 16. I don't care. Thanks, Edward. You made it really weird. Although, I will say, the best part of the first movie is whenever the scene in the book, whenever he first smells her, pretty much, which it still sounds weird. It's not as weird as in the movie, because it's like she rips ass. You expect me to be like, oh my, this woman, God. It's like, did you shit your pants? Second movie was, well, that was confusing and not really needed. But we have, what's his face from the first and third Underworld movies. I can't remember his name. It's going to bug me. He was also in...
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
He's also in the trailer for that movie Passengers. He was the bartender. I can't think of his name and it's bugging me.
Yeah, the leader of the Lycans?
Yeah. Michael something, I won't say his name.
It's gonna bug me. Keep talking, I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, he does not care. He is overacting as can be in that movie, but he's kind of fun. Third movie is probably the best because we have some really cool backstories. Like we learn the blonde, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, they're all. I don't remember anybody outside of Bella.
Michael Sheen.
Yeah, Michael Sheen. I was close to Michael. So yeah.
I was like, yeah, it is Michael. Now that you say that, it's like, yeah. But
yeah, Michael Sheen is awesome in every movie he's in. Though he's not in the third one all that much. But third one, we have Rosemary. Isn't that her name? Or not Rosemary, that was the daughter, was it?
Renesmee.
Yeah, Renesmee. It was the daughter. I can't remember what the blonde's name is, but in the third movie, we learned that she was brutally attacked and raped and left for dead by her fiance and a bunch of his friends. So what she does is she gets back at them by getting turned into a vampire and hunting them down in a wedding dress.
I think it's like thinking of Rosalie.
Yeah, Rosalie. That was awesome. Why can't I watch that movie?
Yeah, you just like Jasper.
Yes, Jasper, we learned he's a Texas cavalryman. Back during Civil War, he got churned, and he was helping this lady train an army of vampires. And oh my god, why am I not watching that movie? And there actually is a really awesome fight scene at the end whenever they have the werewolves and the vampires fight against an entire brood of young vampires, which are really strong vampires. It's a really good fight scene. That's one of the worst parts of it. It's good, but it's in Twilight. It's like digging through this pile of shit and finding a gold bar.
And didn't it all turn out to be for nothing?
No, that was in the 5th movie, where they had one of the best fight scenes, actually, next to probably that fight scene.
Yeah,
when they
like
had
a big fight scene. And
it's a dream!
Yeah, it's that one chick's...
her vision, she's letting Michael Sheen see it, and it's like, why didn't you just go through with that? Have the nuts to just go through with it.
Esme, I think her name is, the chick with the visions.
I can't remember, but she's with Jasper usually.
Yeah.
But none of those movies compare, they just pale in comparison to Breaking Dawn Part 1. Because Breaking Dawn Part 1, first off, we have to have the wedding scene, which doesn't add anything. We already knew they were getting married and everything. Then we have to have their sex scene, which is about as sexy as my foot. And even those who have foot fetishes would say, that's not a sexy foot. And on top of everything, then she gets pregnant. And wow, do we get into the fact that this writer was a Mormon and very anti-abortion. And on top of everything, she fills in what she says guys always say. They call it a thing. Pretty much referring to the baby that's inside Bella. And it's like, oh, they're just calling it it's just a thing. Because all guys are horrible humans. Oh my god.
Some guys do, but to be fair, some women do too.
No, that's all the guys do that. Except for the father, Carlisle. But what I'm just saying is, she's pretty much saying all guys think that way and say that thing. Like pretty much Taylor Lautner's character, Jacob, is saying that about it as well. You just have a beast, or not beast, he calls it a monster. Because it's half vampire, half human. And
well, to be fair, isn't it growing like pretty quickly?
Yes, it does grow very quickly, but here's the thing. They aren't referring to it because of the fact they know it's half vampire, half human. They're just saying that because it's a baby inside of them. That's the thing. And it's infuriating. And not only that, but the 5th one and 3rd one at least have some really good action, although it's still stuck in fucking Twilight. This movie has nothing happen till the very end when she dies and gets brought back to life, and we get to learn that Renesmee's there. And then we get the nice, creepy thing where Jacob decides to imprint upon her.
Yeah.
Wow, it's weird. And Renesmee as a baby, it's creepy because it's CGI baby. It's uncanny valley weirdness. It looks like a plastic doll. And it's like, y'all really couldn't
It's like the bad dog part.
Yeah.
The taking him by the ear.
Oh, that's in the Breaking Dawn Part 2. That's the thing. The only good parts of Breaking Dawn are in the second part. And that's the thing. The first part, there's no reason this needs to be split into parts. It did what Harry Potter did, which was, hey, let's take all the boring bits and place it up front, so that way everybody has to sit through that just so they can see his hair dreck. It's not a good movie. And it's bad. No, you can have your own. You're reaching for mine. I'm like, no, mine.
No, I'm trying to let you know, it's like, while you're doing that, it's like...
But it's bad that it's the worst Twilight movie. And it is the worst book adaptation. Yeah, it is saying something. And here's the thing. Nobody will really disagree with that fact. Even though people say Twilight was a really bad book, it was a really bad adaptation, even though it actually follows it very closely, this was a boring movie. And it was from a very bad book. A lot of people agree Breaking Dawn's probably the worst of the Twilight series. Even Twilight fans don't like Breaking Dawn all that much.
Well, part 1 at least.
No, I'm talking about the books. Yeah, and they don't like part 1 all that much either because it is so boring. And that's the thing. It's just not good. I mean, it's almost anti-good. It's like, did somebody make this just as a bet to see who can make the worst film ever? Because y'all technically did lose because Tim and Eric $1 billion movie still does exist. But still, wow, y'all don't understand shit. But yeah, my worst movie based on a novel, Breaking Dawn Part 1. Oh, God. It is bad. I can actually kind of watch Eclipse and Breaking Dawn Part 2 because they are so terribly fun at times. This one is unwatchable. This one has no redeeming factors. Because I don't even think Michael Sheen appeared in the damn movie, which sucks. Because Michael Sheen's awesome. So, we got mine.
My number 1. I would love to include at least the first Twilight or first 50 Shades. As we've established, I have not seen those.
To be fair, only 50 Shades has had one movie.
Actually, it's had 2 movies.
No, it's only had one. No, 50 Shades Darker doesn't come out till next year.
Well, I think they're already working on number 3.
Yeah, because 50 Shades Darker is about to come out. They're already done filming it, but they haven't released it. Unless you know some people in Hollywood that let you get an early screening on it.
I guess one and the second one's already come out. But anyway. Like I said, I would love to include, at least Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey on here. But I unfortunately have not seen either one of those, not all the way through. So, yeah. My number 1, we've already discussed it at length, Divergent.
So what makes Divergent worse than everything else? I'm not denying that it's one of the worst.
Well, as we were talking about, you have to read the book. Not just the first book, but the second book, apparently, in order to understand the movie.
Yeah, and then that's... Also, here's one thing. Sorry to interrupt you. Something I learned. Once you read the third book, you learn Divergence. Actually, there's no real... They're not special, really.
Yeah.
So it's like... So what's the point?
What are y'all making such a big deal for?
Yeah, it's like...
Just let them integrate society.
Why?
It's like, let them integrate society, be productive members, and just let them go about their business.
But you were saying more about Divergent and how terrible it was.
Yeah, it was boring and doesn't really explain anything.
I don't know what that was. I hear something downstairs. Probably train just went through the living room.
No big deal.
Yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, it's doesn't explain anything. It might explain stuff in the second movie. Personally, if I was turning this into a movie, I would have explained shit in the first movie. Taken stuff from the second book and just gone ahead and put it in the first. Just kind of explain.
Do like Miss Peregrine. That they actually took stuff that happened from the second book and just added it to...
Or at least you're guessing because you haven't seen you haven't read the book, the second.
Yeah, I do know how the first book ends, though. And because of that, it's I know they had to have taken something somewhere.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you leave on a very sour note or very... No, and that's the thing. Is this movie...
Yeah, because nobody wants to go see a movie and it just ends with Miss Peregrine getting...
kidnapped and say, alright, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, they just... Okay, that happened.
Sequel, and you'll go see her get rescued.
Yeah, I was like... Poor shit.
Yeah, I'm guessing that it was actually the second book because I'm guessing the second book they go through him going through to try and find them again. Going back to their time.
Or I thought you were talking about the second Divergent.
No, I haven't seen the second movie yet. I'm going to eventually watch it just because out of curiosity.
People are saying that it's if you read the books, not just the first one, but it's at least the second one as well. It's then it explains everything. It's well, why should I have to read the books and understand one damn movie? Why?
That's the way I feel about Order of the Phoenix.
But
Now you get how I feel.
No. Just, no. But,
Yeah.
those
are the worst of the...
At least that's our opinions.
Yeah.
Feel free to agree or disagree.
Yeah, it's hit... Yeah, I'm probably going to disagree with a lot of mine. Actually, not a lot of mine, but like one of mine. Yeah, maybe they'll change over the course of the time. Like, maybe Divergent will go up higher. See, I'm not, like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you about Divergent. Divergent was very bad, but I guess, like, some of it was sort of watchable, so that's why I was...
Yeah, you felt some of it was... You felt some other stuff was
worse, yeah, especially Gulliver's
Yeah.
Travels and shit like that. The Harry Potter's still with me, so baffled. That's the other thing, like, with the Harry Potter one, I'm still more confused than I am very angry with it. And I mean, even to this day, and I know you've explained it, my brother's explained it, everybody's explained it to me, I'm like, I still don't know.
I don't think your mom explained because I don't think she's read the books.
Yeah.
So, not everybody's explained it.
No, just all about everybody.
Just me and your brother.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, still, Twilight was... And that's the other thing. I don't know if I made it painfully clear. Yes, I hated Order of the Phoenix. Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1, leagues worse.
Brace your soul.
Yeah, you're like, oh. I felt like I should have been like after the ring. Jaw be all broken and shit. Oh, but we need to decide what we're going to do next time. Hopefully we'll be able to do it soon. So, you young lady,
I'm gonna say it's my turn to decide. I have no idea what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out though.
Well, we need to decide now so we can let everybody know what they can be in for.
I don't know. What was our list of stuff that we...
It's on my phone.
I was like, here, I got...
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I got it. You just gotta give me a second. I'll give it for my
Second's up.
thing to work. I always love when it doesn't update right when I'm trying to do shit.
I just love when you're trying to play something on one of your Xboxes.
Well, it's like, oh, here, update. Oh, and there you go.
Okay.
But yeah, this was a fun, but at the same time it was very painful because I had to go through some memories. Okay,
I'm almost
Sam.
going to do top 90s, but we just did top 80s, so I might wait a bit.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking either guilty pleasures or non-Disney animated films.
Well, you decide.
Let's see. Top 10 sucky sequels. It's like, let me count the ways.
Now you're gonna type.
I'm not really trying to do that. Just your thing, kind of.
Yeah, mine's a little finicky. Oh yeah, this was interesting to go.
And
through.
what the hell? Let's go with top non-Disney animated films.
Oh boy, Megan's gonna punch me.
Quite possibly.
Oh, all the anime.
I'm not sure if I've seen that many non-Disney animated films.
You probably have. You just haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
Like when you think, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that. And
I know Anastasia is non-Disney.
yeah, even though one of my friends tried to disagree with me, he's like, no, it's a Fox film.
Yeah, even though, well, I only know that because,
Sound critic. It's like,
people try to say it's a cheap Disney knockoff. We all know better. It's an expensive Disney knockoff. Mm-hmm. And it's like, eh.
Oh, so are we going to also include 3D animated or just traditional animation?
We include 3D.
Okay,
Kind of broadens the
so
scope.
yeah, I'm about to say because then that allows us at least to have like some DreamWorks stuff and all that. Ooh, that's gonna be such a fun list to actually do. Hey, at least we're gonna be positive this time. It's funny, I chose a negative list in a way. Though I don't think I will next time. But hey, that's our top 10. And disagree, agree, let us know in the comments below. Yes, that was a rhyme. At least that time. So until then, we will be contentious. We will be content. And we'll see you next time with more top 10s.
Aloha.